Hello, so this is a message to the Section 1 CNC lab group that runs on Mondays at 11. Alright, so this week you're going to be running the TRIG program. So I want to walk through how you would set up for running that program. It's a little bit different than the other parts. Alright, so first off, what you'll notice is that we've taken the vise is gone, and that stop that we had over on the left side of the table is gone. And we've substituted in a different kind of fixture. I've got one on the table, but I'll kind of show you this other one. So we have this fixture, and it has kind of a cam shape. So it's going to go up against the part, and then as you rotate the handle, it tightens up the clamp to clamp the side of the fixture. Okay, so I already have one on here for you. So you'd start in this position where it's kind of loose, and then you can tighten up the part by pulling the handle that way. Okay. Now the part, in terms of where you're going to machine the part, you're going to have your base block. I'm using John's part as an illustration. So here's where he engraved his name, and then the TRIG program is going to go on this side right here. So the part is going to be standing up just like this. So the trick now is, how do you hold the part? We can't use the vise, because if we were putting it in the vise, the part would be sitting so high that we couldn't get the tool over the top of it. So on the table we have two stops here that are clamped down onto the table, and we squared them up. So we're going to place the part in like this. And then what you're going to do is, using the Allen wrench, you can loosen up the clamp, and the clamp can slide on the table like this. So then what you do is you push the clamp up against the part with the handle in about that location, and then you tighten down the clamp so it doesn't slide in the table, and then you would pull the handle towards you, and that clamps the part. Now the only problem we have, and the part, you should test it with your hand to make sure that the part really is secure. The only problem we had is when we did this today with Section 3, the clamp has sort of a sharp edge to it, and it does a nice job of clamping, but I don't know if you can see it on John's part. The clamp put a little mark in the side. So we were trying to figure out what to do. So we found a little piece of balsa wood, kind of a soft wood, and I'll leave it here on the table. So what you could do is, as you push the clamp up against the part, put that piece of balsa wood in between the clamp and the part like this. Then you would tighten down the clamp, and then you could pull the handle, and that should hold the part securely, but prevent the mark from being placed on the side of the block. Again, so just make sure you have that secure. Another reminder is that at this point where you set up your X and Y 0, remember that when you program this part, the XY0 part origin was not at the front left corner, it's the back left corner. So remember to set your XY0 at that point. Also, I don't know if everybody has done it yet, but make sure that your ending position is in X6. So you're going to come over, your ending position will be over here to the right. The other thing that everybody found helpful today was, everybody did a dry run at the beginning where everybody was able to watch the pattern of the tool as it cut the part without actually cutting the part, trying to judge whether all the required material was removed. And most everybody had to go back and make some adjustments to the program because they sensed that there might have been some material that wasn't going to be removed. So what I would do is, you might just set the Z0 about a 1/10 inch above the part, and then your cutting depth is 50 thousandths. So as you're doing your dry run, the tool will be close enough to the part to judge whether you're cutting all the necessary material, but not too close that it actually starts cutting. Let's see what else. I think that's about it. You'll have plenty of time during the lab to do a dry run and make some adjustments to your part. There also is an inspection report for this part. I believe it's on page 32 in the workbook. I'm not sure if that's right, but there is some measuring that you have to do to confirm the accuracy of your programming. So I think that should be about it. Make sure you use all the same good methods that we've done before. Make sure you preview the part, preview the program, make sure it looks like it's going to do what you want it to do. Also, at the very beginning, before the first person starts, make sure you home all the axes before doing the setup on the first part. So anyway, good luck and please be safe. Okay, one more note that I thought of is if you do run your part and there is some material that you should have removed but didn't, then you can just go back to your program, make the necessary adjustments, and then just run the program again. Even though you've cut the part once, there's no problem just hitting the start button and running it with your adjustments to your program. So if you need to do that several times in order to remove all the material, that's fine. So it's okay to make program changes and then just rerun it. Okay.